Warmest greetings to all of you. Welcome to Craft Your Future, the channel dedicated to sharing knowledge for holistic personal growth through inspiring books. At Craft Your Future, we operate a single channel on each platform under the name craftyourfuture.vn. We always include the link in the description of every video. Please subscribe to catch our latest book videos and short, insightful shares from Craft Your Future. This week's book is a truly special one, titled The 8 Master Lessons of Nature, translated as 8 Profound Lessons from Nature. The author, naturalist Gary Ferguson, combines recent research in biology, medicine, quantum physics, psychology, and philosophy to impart 8 incredible lessons from nature. Reading this book feels like being gently led by an unseen hand into the vast embrace of nature, where your eyes, ears, and heart can experience the lessons nature wants you to learn, helping you live a happier life. This is a remarkable work, one that could only be written by someone who has spent a lifetime deeply connected to and observing the workings of nature. It offers wisdom that nature longs to share with us, stirring your soul with scientific insight and the heartfelt sincerity of Mother Nature. Now, let's immerse ourselves in the vibrant energy of a quiet moment and explore these 8 profound lessons from nature. Lesson 1. Embrace the unknown. Here's a truth. We are fortunate to live in an era of wondrous scientific discovery. Are you excited to know that every day, as you walk down the street, your feet touch the ground and the electrons in your shoes repel those in the pavement? This means that, although it feels real, you're not actually walking on the ground. You're hovering. Why does the author highlight this? To emphasize that the natural world holds countless mysteries you haven't yet uncovered. Nature, much like each of our lives, is constantly evolving, brimming with wonders you're not yet ready to fully explore. If you don't understand your relationship with nature, you can't grasp the deeper meaning of life. Sadly, many of us are consumed with climbing the career ladder, chasing raises, or amassing wealth, limiting our lives to material goals without ever considering how to truly experience life through interaction with nature. The author urges you to first awaken and activate your diverse senses. Now, listen to his reflections from deep within the Rocky Mountains. Back in the 1970s, as I wandered freely through the wilderness of the Rocky Mountains, I found myself wanting to pause, close my eyes, and listen to the wind. In truth, I became a connoisseur of the wind. Black pines whispered softly, Douglas firs sighed with a sound like waves. Poplar leaves rustled like a babbling brook. The sound of paper birches was distinct, like sudden rain falling from the sky. Low shrubs on the plains crackled stiffly. Sedge grasses hissed uniquely at the edge of frozen soil, as if touching the pinnacle of the world. I heard the symphony of subalpine firs, the snap of branches facing the wind, and the twisting, entwining rustle of those behind. Then, I began nurturing my sense of touch by a stream, feeling the cool, damp air on my skin. The sun's warmth kissed my eyelids, comforting and gentle. I ran my fingers over the cracked bark of an old oak, touched the smooth trunk of a poplar, its bark like fine powder. The scents of nature were boundless. The vanilla-like aroma of ponderosa pine bark, the lingering fragrance of night-blooming flowers and mountain rain, the meadow scent after a downpour that seeps into your soul. Roses, cinsafoil, dandelion leaves, each had its distinct aroma. Closing my eyes, the scents flooded in, like approaching a freshly brewed coffee on a Sunday morning or catching the aroma of a warm waffle just out of the oven. When you step into nature, you can awaken all your senses, sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch, to experience the emotions nature brings. But what's the issue with us humans? Why do we need to learn from nature to accept the unknown? It's because we have an obsession with categorization. Since primitive times, we've swiftly labeled everything. This is useful, that's useless. This is dangerous, that's safe. This person is a friend, that one's an enemy. This is good, that's bad. This categorical obsession conserves mental energy, but its downside is that it easily splits the world into opposing sides. Stepping into a forest, we instinctively think deer and eagles are good, while flies and mosquitoes are bad. Yet, in truth, flies are key pollinators for countless plants. As decomposers, they're masters of renewal, eliminating numerous pests and insects like butterflies. It's no exaggeration to say flies play a vital role in ensuring bountiful harvests worldwide. Then, consider mosquitoes. They sustain thousands of creatures like fish, lizards, birds, and salamanders. But what do? We swat a mosquito the moment it lands on us, or kill a fly that dares touch our dessert. Hummingbirds are good, vultures are bad. Squirrels are cute, rats are repulsive. We've built these biased mindsets. But when you closely observe nature's grand masterpiece, you'll see this division is utterly nonsensical. Humans assume all species must be male or female, but most plants are hermaphroditic. Even many fish, jellyfish, and clams can change their sex based on their group's needs. By viewing everything through a binary lens, we're essentially adding another brick to the wall, separating us from nature, blocking us from truly experiencing a magnificent life. So, the best way to dismantle this duality is to spend more time immersing yourself in nature. Each moment by a river, listening to the wind or birdsong brings you closer to nature's essence and the profound lessons it offers. As you observe and engage with nature, it gradually reveals its deep wisdom, teaching you to accept the unknown, reduce biases, and break free from binary thinking in daily life. You'll stop merely chasing joy and avoiding pain, craving success and fearing failure. You'll realize every high and low is an inseparable part of life. That's the first lesson from nature. Lesson 2. Interdependence. In the past, we believed human evolution followed a survival of the fittest rule, where only the strongest survived through relentless struggle. This perspective has ingrained a deep-rooted belief in modern society that only those who strive to be stronger and outshine others can survive and thrive. However, reality shows that life's essence isn't just competition. It's cooperation, symbiosis, and interdependence. Humans think we're the smartest species on the planet, but plants possess a wisdom we can't even fathom. For example, imagine walking through a vast forest and spotting a sapling growing among towering trees, shaded from sunlight. You might worry, will this sapling die from lack of light? But this concern is unnecessary because forest trees are interconnected, their roots linked by another living organism, fungi. For millions of years, trees and fungi have depended on each other, maintaining a mutually beneficial evolutionary bond. Fungi grow beneath large tree canopies, weaving delicate thread-like tubes into tree roots, absorbing sugars produced through photosynthesis. Once fungi spread their network within the root system, they take on a protective role. If a sapling lacks light, fungi relay messages to healthier trees to share excess carbon and vital nutrients. This process happens underground, ensuring the sapling doesn't die but grows confidently. For millions of years, trees have never competed. They've collaborated closely as a community to thrive. Notably, plants consider humans part of this community. When we enter areas with greenery, plants release an antibacterial compound called phytoncide. Invisible to the naked eye, it blends into our breath. Once in our lungs, it travels through nerve cells into our arteries, reducing the risk of high blood pressure and heart disease. Another portion combines with lymph nodes, rapidly boosting our immune system. The rest reaches vital organs, enhancing their functions. Plants have always offered us their best, yet greedy humans have resorted to every means to cut down trees and destroy forests for profit. We must always remember the book's words: the fewer trees around us, the greater our risk of illness and death. The author deeply admires Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh. During a talk at Plum Village, he held up a sheet of paper and said, "Look closely at this paper. You can see white clouds, a flowing stream, trees, the forest workers, the bread they ate, the barley they grew, and the machines used to make it. All these combine to create this single sheet." This is Thich Nhat Hanh's teaching. He believes all things in the universe, including us, are interconnected and interdependent. Some might wonder, plants may be so, but animals are different. We see animals attacking each other, with only the strongest surviving. The author counters that this isn't true. Take white-tailed deer as an example. During mating season, males fight and butt heads, but it's not the strongest that wins through mating dominance. Instead, the strongest often die. Overly powerful deer are highly aggressive, almost frenzied, attacking relentlessly. In American forests, antlers are often found. Stronger deer are more likely to go berserk, even charging into cars. Ultimately, the strongest don't survive. Only those deer that restrain their aggression and mate peacefully endure longer. Beyond the animal world, science took a century to discard entrenched theories that our world must be divided into opposites. A pivotal experiment, the double-slit experiment, revealed wave-particle duality, meaning light behaves as both waves and particles depending on how you observe it. Scientists have shown we can't clearly distinguish what's entirely ours, what's uniquely ours, or what isn't, nor can we separate what belongs to turtles, zebras, or fungi. Simply put, our relationship with nature is, I am in you and you are in me. All things are interdependent. This applies to human relationships too. Thus, the core principle for human connections isn't every man for himself, selfishness, or bullying the weak. It's understanding that to live peacefully, prosperously, and happily, we need a generous, compassionate heart, living selflessly, and always ready to support each other with a spirit of, I'm here for you and you're here for me, building a cooperative, symbiotic life. Toward nature, we must cultivate respect and gratitude. Protect nature, and it will bring wonders to your life. Start with the smallest daily actions. Limit plastic bags, disposable chopsticks, spoons, and single-use plastics. Opt for eco-friendly bags and personal utensils when ordering takeout. At restaurants, finish your food and don't hesitate to take leftovers home. For short trips, prioritize biking or walking, donate old clothes, reuse recyclable items, save electricity and water, plant trees, or support reputable tree planting organizations. These are effective ways to protect the environment. We must remember, nature and we are one, an inseparable part of you and me. Protecting the environment is first and foremost for yourself. As the renowned American poet and writer Walt Whitman advised, spend more time walking in nature, among forests, flower gardens, or orchards, sitting and meditating with nature's silent companions. If you're weary of life, work, love, or relationships, feeling nothing lasts or brings true happiness, nature remains your constant companion. The author believes nature can free us from narcissistic tendencies. Have you ever hiked long distances in nature? Some do, but their focus isn't truly on nature. They're fixated on their smartwatch, tracking distance, or snapping perfect photos for show. In truth, they're only concerned with self-display. So, if you get the chance, spend more time genuinely feeling and becoming one with nature. The gentle curves of valleys, the subtle hues of plants, the elegant swimming of fish, the musky scent that inspires you to forget yourself. That's the second lesson. All things are one, interdependent. Lesson 3. Embrace diversity. Have you ever wondered why nature needs so many different species? Notice that during floods, droughts, or diseases, some plants die, but others always survive. As long as some species endure, the entire ecosystem persists. This is nature's ingenious orchestration. What does that mean? Nature has a remarkable wisdom, always reserving space for resilience through species diversity. Within each species, there's diversity in behavior and character. The more diverse, the stronger its vitality. This reflects a truth in human life. If we stray from diversity, our fragility grows more severe. Resilience, adaptability, and overcoming adversity are essential skills every person needs. What's adaptability? If this term is new, you can learn more in the book video linked on screen. Here's a simple example. If you rely on a single income source without planning for others, you lack adaptability. Or if you focus solely on one skill for a career, your future becomes fragile. Similarly, if you only read one genre of books, over time, it's like hypnotizing yourself, making your thinking one-dimensional. The author shares that he often joined psychological studies and found, for instance, in Western jury systems, groups with both white and non-white members made more accurate judgments than all white or all non-white groups. Academic teams with diverse backgrounds also produced more cited, reliable papers. Philosopher Francis Bacon once said, "When consensus comes too quickly, it's dangerous. Reaching agreement too easily harms us." People think they're ready to embrace and build communities, but they fall into the trap of trying to make everyone the same. Modern standardized education has this flaw. Humans cherish their own culture, wanting others to conform to it. Assimilation is humanity's tragedy. Thus, the world divides into superpowers and small nations, races, skin colors, and social statuses. Tragedy strikes when diversity isn't respected and superiority reigns, forming a weapon that can harm others. Broadly, diversity includes racial and species diversity. Specifically, it starts within families, workplaces, and classrooms. We must realize, don't try to force others to become versions of yourself. For example, if you dislike someone or something and rush to type unkind words online, it's simply because they differ from you, holding views that don't meet your needs. Your sense of superiority rejects their differing perspectives. This bias blinds the heart that should embrace life's diversity. If you persist, it will become a tragedy in your life. So, from now on, when you step outside, pay closer attention to nature's wondrous diversity. It will remind you of Lesson 3, respect diversity, eliminate bias, and embrace differences. Lesson 4, gender equality. On the Serengeti Plains, during the dry season in areas where elephant herds live, if water is scarce, they must decide to migrate far. Each move is energy-intensive and risky. Observations show that herds led by female elephants are often safer. However, older females with valuable tusks are frequently hunted by humans, a heartbreaking reality. Returning to the leadership role of females, many species are similar. They're not just responsible for reproduction, but can maintain complex relationships tied to survival. Compared to males, females often excel at connecting and cooperating. Human history proves this, with ancient cultures venerating goddesses. In Vietnam, we especially worship the mother goddesses. In Western culture, there's Gaia, Mother Earth. Lao Tzu, in the Tao Te Ching, taught, "Know the importance of masculinity, but preserve the place of femininity, like a valley that embraces all." When we let nature guide us, we see that only by restoring women to their rightful equal place alongside men can we fully embrace both our inner and outer worlds, living a vibrant, healthy life. Lesson 5, respect animals. Have you ever seen a dog so sad it seemed to cry, or a cat nuzzling into your lap like a child? In those moments, many think animals have human-like emotions. But in truth, it's not animals learning from us, we're learning from them. This is the perspective of an American elder who taught the author. Humans appeared later than animals. We're the ones learning their rich emotions. An aging alpha wolf, slower and unable to hunt or eat quickly, isn't bullied by younger wolves, but is respected. Young wolves tear prey apart, ensuring the elder can easily eat organs and meat. Scientists observed that when an old wolf dies, its mate disappears. Searching, they found the mate running far, stopping to howl, then running again, overwhelmed by grief. In central Tennessee, at an elephant sanctuary, the author witnessed a 34-year-old elephant named Tina pass away. Her friends approached, touching her body with their trunks. After her burial, elephants usually keep their distance, but at her funeral, they stood shoulder to shoulder, staring at her grave. Tina's closest friend, Sissy, placed ature, her favorite toy in life, on the mound. Animals' emotions are profound, with their own languages, yet humans arrogantly deem them unthinking. Whales and dolphins have over 20 interaction behaviors, using unique whistles to introduce themselves. Many animals are astonishingly intelligent. Elephants are calm, steadfast, and united, with memories lasting a lifetime. Their neural connections are more complex than humans, making them less emotionally reactive. Crows understand cause and effect. Dogs can solve simple math. Respecting animals and acknowledging our bond with them brings peace to our souls. Simply watching birds. Lesson 6. Learn efficiency from nature. We think humans prioritize efficiency most, but nature surpasses us. The energy the sun beams to Earth in 1.5 hours equals all the energy from oil, coal, and wind we use. Each leaf is fine-tuned so even subatomic particles absorb maximum sunlight. Every creature operates with efficiency that awes physicists and architects. Our advanced technology mimics nature's efficiency. Think high-speed trains, water purifiers, and wind turbines. Ever wonder why beehives are hexagonal? It saves energy while maximizing space. How do bees know this? We don't know, but nature's brilliance is undeniable. So, what can we learn to live and work more efficiently? It boils down to 3 key words: harmony, balance, and rhythm. Harmony means letting things flow naturally without resistance. Migrating birds don't fly against the wind, exhausting themselves. They fold their wings and wait for better weather. Balance is about energy in and out. After eating, animals move, activating cells to digest and restore balance. Rhythm is like animals following seasonal and daily cycles for work, rest, and recovery, a form of high discipline. The core goal of applying these is to avoid wasteful effort, save time, and reserve energy for what matters. Observe sloths hanging upside down to conserve energy, avoiding the strain of balancing upright. They don't hunt, eating leaves and lowering body temperature to reduce calorie needs. Everything they do is slow. If you've seen Zootopia, the sloth employee's sluggishness is maddening, but it's evolved to save energy. Unlike frantic monkeys, jumping all day and eating voraciously, even stealing food, sloths are efficient. Humans must learn smart energy conservation from nature. The author advises, first, let go of obsessions and overthinking. Chaotic emotions or anger drain energy, weakening you. If you're stuck, connect with nature. It reduces stress. Like me, when I'm exhausted from writing, a walk under green trees refreshes my spirit, letting me work effectively again. Immersing in nature reboots your senses and focus. Finally, abandon greed. To work efficiently, we need collaboration, but humans often prioritize personal gain, leading to failure. The drive to let go of greed stems from gratitude. When you work and live with appreciation for others, life flows smoother. As the saying goes, be kind to others and you'll be kind to yourself. This ties back to the core principle of universal unity and interdependence, threading through all lessons, a profound cosmic wisdom. Lesson 7. Rebirth from ashes. Nature is always prepared for life amid despair. It can regenerate from ashes and reclaim prosperity after disaster. Over millennia, plants, insects, birds, and animals have honed skills to survive and thrive through natural upheavals. During wildfires, ponderosa pines are ready. Lower branches fall to prevent fire from spreading to canopies. Wide gaps between mature trees store water and limit fire spread. When fires strike, black pine seeds sprout from cones cracked by heat, becoming the first trees to rise from ashes. Post-fire, nutrients in trees and soil mingle with ash, creating extraordinarily fertile ground for taller trees, larger fungi, and thicker moss. That's nature's awe-inspiring power. Yet, some of us, after a life setback, can't recover. Why? We're obsessed with staying safe forever, hoping life avoids turbulence or calamity. If misfortune hits, we rush to extinguish it to feel safe again. If we can't, we flee. But the author argues that without challenges, we can't grow stronger. Trials build resilience and unlock hidden potential. Overprotecting against risks stifles breakthroughs. So, like nature, embrace challenges with preparation, not fear. To do this, master lesson 2. Avoid divisive thinking, cherishing peace, but also embracing difficulties. Nature regenerates from fire by accumulating richness daily. When crises hit, we can learn to recover step by step, like nature. Remember, the most natural things heal us fastest: healthy eating, mindful meditation, outdoor movement, and feeling nature. Nature can recalibrate your life's rhythm, restoring balance and harmony. Lesson 8. Value the elders. In every tribe, elders are wise, passing down life's values. In nature, older plants and animals are like great sages. Old trees sense which saplings need nutrients or light. In the animal world, losing elders makes herds chaotic. The author witnessed an elephant herd without elders turned rogue, killing over 100 rhinos in a decade. Century-old trees hold nature's secrets, helping us understand climates 1,000 years ago, calculate summer fog, analyze ocean current trends, and gauge human impact on climate change. The author's 102-year-old neighbor was a guiding light in his growth. Facing poverty and abuse, she honed survival skills, channeling this focus into nature, enriching herself with its peace and beauty. Nature inspired her to move forward, nurturing her gratitude. Each spring, she admired new shoots in her garden. Warm summers energized her. To the author, she shone because nature taught her to be. She passed peacefully at 102, leaving profound life philosophies in his heart, helping him resist life's temptations. She taught, don't get lost in your own drama. Learn to observe yourself. This is the value elders bring. If you've noticed, Craft Your Future features many books by elders, like Tum by Japanese business icon Inamori Kazuo, written at 90, Living Well by Hinahara, who lived to 106, The Almanac by investor Charlie Munger, who reached 99, and recently, The World is Worthwhile by Japan's oldest psychiatrist, born in 1929, Nakamura. These revered elders share one trait. Their lives began with thorns and storms, but through wisdom and ability, they lived rich, prosperous, happy lives. You won't be surprised if we soon share more books by wise elders. I hope we can all learn from their experience and distilled wisdom. To close today's sharing, here's a poignant quote from the author. Beauty is within reach, just a touch away. On a summer afternoon, standing under an old maple, you suddenly realize you don't need to do anything. No problems to solve, no plans to make, just sunlight, shade, and the breeze through leaves. You'll feel that beauty. It's a relaxed, unique communion. You exhale nutrients for the tree, it returns oxygen for you. The world repays you, and you repay the world. Amid warnings from natural disasters, diseases, and nature's unusual changes today, I hope we can, from deep within our hearts, recognize the importance of respecting nature, ultimately respecting our own lives. Let nature's precious lessons be the lighthouse guiding you to a more meaningful life. Thank you for listening. If this video resonates, share it with those who need it. Give us a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for our weekly videos. Once again, thank you and see you in the next videos.